Hello viewers, welcome once again to Sports Grip Podcast. Today I'm with two gentlemen who are very special and good when it comes to sports and everything. So today I'll be speaking to Jawad the historian and Osman. Today we'll be looking ahead to all those fixtures that were played during the weekend, and also we'll preview games coming into this weekend. We are going to look at the PFA Awards. It came on last night at London, and there were so many winners. We'll discuss the winners and if the players were deserving player of the season, young player of the season, fans player of the year, everything, and even the team of the year. So today we have so many things to discuss. First and foremost, I'll go to my panelists so that I'll get into business. I think we'll start with the PFA player of the year. It was given to Erling Haaland. So Jawad, with Haaland winning the player of the year, right, was it well deserved, or maybe someone should have won the?
It's well deserved because during the start of the season, a lot of eyebrows were raised when he was on his way from Dortmund to Manchester City. People were asking whether he can make it into the Premier League, because when you check his goals at the Bundesliga, people were saying Bundesliga is a very easy league, and coming into the Premier League, that you have tough defenders there, so you struggle a little bit. And his first game was at the Community Shield against Liverpool, which Manchester City lost by 3-1, and you saw that chances he blew away. So at the start of the season, our brothers were raised whether he can match the Premier League and score the goals that he used to score at the Bundesliga. And he took the league very easy, because he scored at least, let's say, 6 hat-tricks, 36 goals in the Premier League. It was quite a superb league for him, so he well deserved the Premier League player of the season, and well deserved Erling Haaland. So I think he made it clear that he's there for the league. He's here for the league, so you can see alongside Kevin De Bruyne, Bruno, Riyad Mahrez, Bernardo Silva at the midfield, they create chances for him. So he did well. He deserved the award.
So there were perception that the German Bundesliga was famous as compared to the English Premier League. So with Haaland winning the top scorer in England, and that proved that also the Premier League has become a famous league as compared to what he did.
You can't say that, because Mo Salah scored astonishing 33 goals in the EPL, and Erling Haaland came in and broke that record with 36 goals. Initially, since 1990 to date, since the start of the Premier League, no striker has able to score 34 goals, and Erling Haaland scored 36. It doesn't make the league, as they used to say, as the famous league. No. Though Pep Guardiola as a coach has won it in the last 6 years, he has won it 5 times, but still it's not the famous league. It's a very competitive league, which Erling Haaland scored that 36 goals. He deserves the player of the season, and he has done well too.
Okay, to Osman, are you echoing what Jawad is saying?
Because at least when he came into the league, he adapted the league very easily. He scored a 36 record last season in the Premier League. Even after the league, he was the Premier League player of the year, the youngest Premier League player of the year. So my brother said this all. He adapted the league very easily, since from his first game up to the last game of the Premier League last season. So Erling Haaland deserved all the awards given to him.
So by yesterday, we also saw Bukayo Saka winning the Young Player of the Year, and many thought that maybe Erling Haaland could have scooped that too. So was it a fair decision by PFA to give the award to Bukayo Saka, or Haaland should have won that award?
Maybe you need to compliment Bukayo Saka, because you see Arsenal finishing the second in the Premier League. Bukayo Saka was very instrumental in that campaign last season, because he scored astonishing 15 goals with 7 assists, and I think he was 5th in the chances creation rate. Bruno Fernandes, Kevin De Bruyne, Martin Odegaard, and alongside Bukayo Saka. So I think the PFA awards, maybe they compliment Bukayo Saka with that young player of the season. I think Erling Haaland deserved that award too, but giving to Bukayo Saka is normal. He deserves it.
But if you look at past winners of the Young Player of the Year, you have the likes of Phil Foden, and it looks like almost it's been given to British players.
No, not British players, because Eden Hazard has won it before, Gareth Bale has won it before. A lot of players have won it before. This last season, Bukayo Saka did very, very well, because you can see from the Euros 2022, he missed that penalty where Italians won the cup, and there was racism chant over him and Rashford, and of course Jadon Sancho. So the spirit of Bukayo Saka was very, very down. So coming into that last season, Mikel Arteta made him understand that he is the pillar of Arsenal, he is the leader. So, and that boy took Arsenal on his shoulders. It's quite unfortunate he couldn't win the Premier League, but you can see his performance. He performed very, very well, scoring that 15 Premier League goals and 7 assists. So I think he deserves.
So Osman, what are your thoughts on Saka winning the Young Player of the Year?
The Premier League awards is different from the PFA awards. You understand? And the impact in the Arsenal team, as my brother said, he carried Arsenal team on his shoulders. It's why Arsenal having Martin Odegaard as the captain, as Bukayo Saka really deserved the award. Because Odegaard deserves it, right, but it's different with the Premier League. These are professional football association awards, so he really deserves the awards. That's perfect giving it to him.
So now I think we should be looking at the Premier League team of the year. We had Aaron Ramsdale.
Aaron Ramsdale had a perfect season last season, but he doesn't deserve that, because if it is for me, I'll give it to David De Gea. Because he was the best goalkeeper last season in the league with 17 clean sheets.
So, but if to add to, clean sheet doesn't see anything. If you compare to the keepers like David Raya, he had the most saves, but Brentford didn't keep the most clean sheets. And if you compare us to Aaron Ramsdale, Arsenal had a wonderful season. I think with Ramsdale coming in, Arsenal had the likes of Ben Leno, who were making errors after errors. And Ramsdale coming in, I think maybe we should give him the nod for coming into the team of the season. Or still there is some doubts.
Ramsdale won Save of the Month. David De Gea won Save of the Month. So I take David De Gea to be in the Premier League team of the season. That's my suggestion and my thought.
So, and I'm asking you, why do you think that David De Gea should have?
Because experience, his performance last season, he saves a lot of things. Because don't say maybe Arsenal were second in the Premier League last season, so Ramsey deserved the award. No.
Maybe I'll come into my brother's stuff. David De Gea, well said, he deserved. He made 17 clean sheets. But quite remember, David De Gea had most errors as a goalkeeper in the Premier League. Most errors. And in terms of crucial saves, even Mikel is ahead of David De Gea. Crucial save in difficult moments. You can talk of Aaron Ramsdale. That game, that Arsenal game against, I think, was it against Liverpool?
Yeah, Liverpool.
At Anfield.
That year, I thought Liverpool should have won
by at least 5 goals to 2. By single-handed, Aaron Ramsdale give Arsenal a point in that game. You can mention it game after game after game. But go and check David De Gea. He cost Manchester numerous points.
Yeah, I remember Manchester
against Brentford, even Brentford, West Ham, Brighton. So he keep making errors. So I think Ramsdale deserved. And moreover, when you go to a right back, it's Kieran Trippier, which is well deserved Kieran Trippier, because last season he had a superb season at Newcastle, creating the most chances when it comes to set plays. Kieran Trippier. So when you go to my main problem is the left side of the defense, which is William Saliba.
Yeah, even me, I thought that he shouldn't have, because he was pivotal when Arsenal were mounting the league challenge. But it came to a time that when he was injured,
yes, he played at 30 Premier League games. Since he got injured, then you can see Arsenal defense were in disarray. The likes of Leopold couldn't match his performance in the Arsenal defense. So you can see that William Saliba as the left back, John Stones has to be out of this team, because the centre player will have to be Ruben Diaz and of course William Saliba. I think Luke Shaw had a wonderful season last season. Luke Shaw, maybe Estupinian of Brighton, or even Zinchenko at Arsenal. So I think Luke Shaw has to be a left back in the PFA player of the season, first 11. Luke Shaw, William Saliba, and of course Ruben Diaz complementing the back four. But in the midfield is well perfect.
Wow.
Rodri, KDB, and of course Martin Odegaard.
So KDB ahead of Bruno Fernandes is a fair assessment.
Last season, KDB, Bruno Fernandes is he won the top assist in the Premier League. Kevin De Bruyne won the top assist. Chances creation was Bruno Fernandes, and goal scoring too was I think Bruno Fernandes. So my fair assessment is that Bruno Fernandes maybe KDB won the Premier League. That's the main reason. And in big games, KDB was instrumental in big games than Bruno Fernandes. That's the main reason why they gave KDB the nod. And when you talk about Martin Odegaard, he gave Arsenal 15 goals and I think it was 7 assists.
Yeah. I think Martin Odegaard coming is a fair
segment on that position because he gave them 15 goals and 7 assists and third in chances creation in the Premier League chances creation. Bruno Fernandes, KDB, and of course Martin Odegaard. So I think Martin Odegaard deserves that slot.
Personally, I think that if Martin Odegaard is to make the team of the season, I think Kevin De Bruyne should have missed out or maybe bring in Casemiro.
Last season, Rodri was ahead of Casemiro in terms of in the Premier League.
Yeah, but
because you can go and check their stats. I don't want to use only on stat to judge those players because Rodri in crucial games for Manchester United, Man City, you could see him maybe scoring a winner, making some crucial tackles. In deep line playmaking, maybe Pep Guardiola as a coach will not use Casemiro there.
yeah,
I have no problem with Rodri being in the team of the year. My main issue is Kevin De Bruyne. I felt that he shouldn't have made the team of the season.
Yeah, it's an argument there because if you choose Bruno Fernandes ahead of KDB, it's normal. And if you choose KDB ahead of Bruno Fernandes, I think it's normal too. But the attacking wise, Rashford should have come in ahead of Harry Kane. I think Rashford should have come in.
That's a nice decision because Rashford even won player of the month like 3 times last season. And despite Harry Kane scoring 30 goals last season, even Tottenham came 8th in the Premier League last season. But Manchester United was 4 for 10 in the Premier League. So Rashford was performing game after game. But he didn't score much. We had 17 goals in the Premier League last season.
after the World Cup, he scored like about 10 games.
No, he scored like 10 games consecutive in the Premier League. So Harry Kane, maybe he has scored 30 Premier League goals. Tottenham was finishing 8th. That doesn't guarantee him as a starter in the PFA first 11. No, Rashford, Erling Haaland, and of course Bukayo Saka.
So what happened that Mohamed Salah couldn't make the list?
Mohamed Salah couldn't make it because you could see at the start of the season to the end of the season, Salah came in maybe closing stage of the season. Because Bukayo Saka since League One to maybe you say 30 Premier League games, he was outstanding. Where was Mo Salah? In the first 30 games, you could see Mo Salah was on and off. During the ending stage of the season, you could see Mo Salah scoring and making assist. I think he scored 18 Premier League goals with this boy Bukayo Saka scoring 15 goals. But the main aspect is that during the start of the season to the end of the season, maybe Bukayo Saka from 30 league games coming downwards was maybe down in the ending stages of the season where Mo Salah raised his game up. I still think it's fair results there. Bukayo Saka being in the starting 11 in the Premier League.
See, Bukayo Saka was performing game after game, but Salah didn't perform in the Premier League like 30 days. Like my brother said, he said, let's remove Alan from this. Marcus Rashford scored 10 consecutive goals in the Premier League. So yeah, in the Premier League. So Salah don't deserve to be in the PFA team of the year.
So if you are to make changes, I think that as you were saying earlier,
I'll bring in Luke Shaw
ahead of John
Ahead of Johnson.
Luke Shaw ahead of Johnson, so that Saliba will move as centre back, and Harry Kane should make way for Rashford. Okay, so we have agreed that the awards they were all well deserving.
Yes. Erling Haaland, the PFA player of the season, well deserved. Bukayo Saka, youngest player of the season, well deserved.
We shouldn't forget that Pep Guardiola was adjudged the best manager in
he deserve it.
No arguments.
No argument on that because Mikel Arteta started the season very, very well. I think 245 days he was on top of the Premier League. 245 days he was on top of the Premier League. And Pep Guardiola took only, I think, 2-3 weeks to just turn the league around. It clearly shows that Pep Guardiola as a coach had more experience than Mikel Arteta. He knows the job very, very well. He handled pressure very, very well. So well deserved Pep Guardiola.
So what about De Zerbi at Brighton and Thomas Frank, Brentford, and also what how did at Newcastle?
Eddie Howe.
Eddie Howe was perfect. He started the season very, very well. At a point in time, Newcastle were challenging for the league title, but all of a sudden they just dropped out. And Roberto De Zerbi didn't start at Brighton. You know, Graham Potter started the league for them, and Graham Potter was performing there when Chelsea took Graham Potter from Brighton, and De Zerbi came in, marvelous job. He finished them in the Conference League, I think in the Conference League spot. So and even Unai Emery make a case for himself because he came into Aston Villa, they were 18th on the league law, but he finished on the Europa spot.
And talking about Unai Emery, since he came to Premier League, he has won more points
than any other coach apart from Pep Guardiola.
Yeah, I think even Pep, he has won more.
He has won more points than even Pep Guardiola. That Unai Emery have not the same in this case than even Roberto De Zerbi and Thomas Frank. So it's well deserved. It's well deserved, and maybe this season, as the season started, maybe they improve their ways so that maybe they could claim this award.
So we are done with the team of the year and all the things that happen.